What's up, guys? I'm Big John. Welcome back to GoHamDiscGolf. And excuse the no hat because forgot my hat and I just shaved my head again, and look at how bright that sucker is. Don't play disc golf right now, you might get blinded. So first off, before I get started with this video, I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Getting a lot of support. Great stuff, guys. I got a lot of great stuff coming, which leads me up to my next point. I have good news and bad news for the subscribers and fans of GoHamDiscGolf. Bad news is I got an email from FedEx today that said that my shipment from the place I ordered my disc from is going to be late. It's not going to get in here until Wednesday. So whatever time of day that box gets here with all the discs in it, is when I'm going to do my videos. There's two coming out Wednesday. There's two new giveaways coming out Wednesday. So look for those on Wednesday. Now the good news, and for those of you that follow GoHamDiscGolf on Facebook, you already know this. Starting Wednesday, there's going to be a new video every single day. So lots of more content coming out soon. And I'm looking forward to it. So that's the good news and the bad news. Alright. Now, this video is actually about disc weight, and it's something that I see a lot of beginner players wondering about. You know, a lot of guys, or girls even, they get into disc golf and they start getting serious about it, decide they want to start being they want to get better at the sport, and they think that heavier disc equals more distance, or heavier disc equals, you know, I'm going to be better at the sport and all that stuff, when it's not necessarily the case. Now, starting off, I'll say that if you're just getting into disc golf, I recommend, and a lot of people agree with me, that you should start off with lower weight discs. I actually started off with a Leopard for my driver, and it was 150 grams. And it took me a while to get to throw that straight and throw that the way I needed to. But once I got to that point, it would flip over real hard for me. But, you know, start off with a lower weight. 150 might be too low, but don't jump straight into the 170, 175 range, or even higher than that. That's just my advice. Now, what does weight mean? Well, of course, it means the grams that the disc weighs. But the basic way of looking at it is that the weight of the disc is one of the factors that alters the flight path of a disc. Now, a gazillion things go into that. The mold of the disc, the way it's shaped, the way the rim is, if it's concave, if it's convex, how the flight plate is, if it's domey, if it's flat, how wide the rim is, all kinds of crazy stuff goes into that. But we're talking about weight. And the easiest way to describe it is that lighter discs are more understable. Heavier discs are more overstable. Now, finding that middle ground is what a lot of people look for, and especially when you're just starting out. You might want to find a disc that's right in the middle to do exactly what it's meant to do. But then again, that doesn't mean that it's going to do exactly what it's meant to do. You have to factor in what kind of disc it is, how the wind is blowing, the weather, the humidity, all kinds of crazy stuff that goes into it. But like I said, we're talking about weight. So I'll give you an example. I carry two Pro Katanas in my bag. I have this one and this one. Now, why do I carry two Pro Katanas? And they're the exact same mold. There is nothing different about these two discs except for the weight. Now, the yellow-orangish one is 167 grams. That's a pretty light disc for what I normally throw. Now, it's that light because I use it as a roller disc. I need to be able to flip it over quickly as an understable driver so that it hits right down hard and follows that line. So I need it to be a light disc because, like I said, lighter discs are more understable. Now, this katana, the greenish yellowish one, is 175 grams. And that's because this is my disc that I throw that I need to stay straight. This is the disc that I need to fight back. If this katana will naturally fall over, I need this one to fight that and stay back. Now, this isn't my driver that I go to for long range or anything. This is more of my gliding driver. The one where I know I need to pull back my strength and just let the disc do the work. So that's why I carry two different weights of the exact same mold. one that's understable, that's going to turn over quickly, and one that'll try and stay straight and just glide to where I want it to go. So just to wrap up, when you're talking about discs and you're talking about weight, light discs are understable, heavy discs are overstable. And that's a very general way of looking at it. That's kind of blanketing everything. It's not going to be true for every single disc, and it's not going to be true for every single person and their arm. Like I said at the beginning, there's a lot of different factors that go into how a disc flies, how much it's going to do exactly what it's made to do, and weight is just a small factor in that. So now, what weight should you look at getting? If you're just starting out, Big John recommends that you go with a lighter weight disc. Don't jump straight into 170 plus or 175 plus if you can find it. Now, me personally, my drivers, if I've never thrown it before, I'm going to go around 173, 174. And most discs that I throw, they're right around that range. So I know what to expect out of them. Now, if I throw something and it's extremely overstable, like to the point where I can't control it, one of my options is toning down the weight of the disc. And that might fix the issue. But there you go. That's the weight of the disc. That's the effect it has on the flight. Don't forget all the other factors that go into it. So I hope that helped anybody who was a little bit on the fence about what weight to buy their next disc, or exactly what it means and how it affects the disc itself and how it flies. Now, as promised, this is the end of the video. So viewer of the month, you guys that are trying to get in on that, here we go. Soon I'm going to be putting out a video that is going to be Buzz versus Rock. Now, I'm going to be doing the Buzz in ESP plastic and the Rock in Star plastic because they're the most similar and they're the two that match up. Like I could do a Z Buzz, but the Rock doesn't come in Champion plastic, and Champion and Z are pretty much the same. I could do a titanium Buzz and nothing, because the Rock really doesn't come in that many different plastics. So ESP Buzz versus Star Rock. Now, what I need you guys that are going for the Viewer of the Month contest is tell me, are there any other discs that I should add to that video? Are there any other mid-ranges? I'm talking about like signature discs. Everybody knows about the Buzz from Discraft. Everybody knows about the Rock from Innova. They're kind of the two that go head to head. You either like a Rock or you like a Buzz. I don't met that many people that like both or keep both or throw both or just have both in their bag. So are there any other manufacturers out there, disc companies that make a mid-range that you guys want to see me add to that? So if you put a comment on this video telling me the mid-range, you got to tell me in the comment, this is for Viewer of the Month, this is the mid-range disc that I think you should add to that competition. Make it a three-way. And anybody that, you know, throws that in there, I'll be adding to the Viewer of the Month contest that I currently have going on for October. It'll be worth a point, like the point system I'm going for. So that's it for that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And look forward to Wednesday. I got a lot of good stuff coming out. Sorry again for the bright light that my head is. See you guys next time, and don't forget to go ham.